But here's the weird part. She lost her phone like a month ago. But 2 weeks ago, I gave her my number to text me when she gets the new phone. Last week, I saw her with the phone. Is she playing hard to get or just playing with my head? Let's dive in a little deeper. Keith France. There's this girl at work. She's 18. When we first met, we used to text a lot trying to get to know each other. She told me that she wouldn't go on a date with me until she really knows me. But here's the weird part. She lost her phone like a month ago. But 2 weeks ago, I gave her my number to text me when she gets the new phone. Last week, I saw her with a phone and she has my number. My question is she playing hard to get or just playing with my head? Please answer this. I can't stop thinking about her. Thank you. That's a pretty simple one, Keith. Basically, you're saying that she didn't have a phone for 3 weeks, which in the modern society, unless she's in a really primitive society somewhere, I don't know where you live, but I don't think you do. I don't think you live anywhere too primitive here, because obviously you commented on a computer somewhere. She probably wouldn't go that, an 18-year-old girl won't go that long without a phone. Not 3 weeks. Probably the same day, next day, she's got a new phone. That's very common. And so already, if she's not responding to you after that long, that's not hard to get. She's not playing coy. She's most likely not interested. And I'm saying it directly to you. She's just not interested. So you can start the process of letting her go. Look, if you really do want to get this girl, or a girl like her, which is really what I recommend, is not saying I have to have her, somebody like her or somebody better. So you're not attached to outcome. Like, I got to have her. That's attachment to outcome. Then you got to let her go. You can only get that which you completely and truly let go. And you can't let her go for the sake of saying, I want to get her later. I'm going to let her go so I can get her later. No, you got to actually let go. You got to learn to let people go. The more you try to trap anything, the more it wants to be free. And this is a big mistake men make and women make all the time with men. Is we're always trying to trap each other and contain each other and hold each other and say, this is the way you have to be to make me happy. And it doesn't work. It's the fastest way to make somebody run away from you. So I want to welcome you into this idea that if you let her go and really work on you as a man, really go through these videos, learn the material, go out and practice it with anybody and everybody. Don't just sit down and settle with the first girl you see. Go out and learn what it is to be free as a man. The chances of her getting attracted to you at a later date are much higher, especially if you work with her. You may be working with her for a while because you'll start changing. And then that new energy, that new vibration you're giving off will be attractive. Well, here's what often happens, and you may not like hearing this either, because at a young age, we tend to get really attached, and I get the feeling you're young, is you'll change if you actually do the work. You'll change. One of two things will happen. You won't be able to let her go, and you won't be able to release it because the concept is too scary and you're going to suffer for a while. Or you let her go and you start to become really attractive and you start to draw really interesting women, and then she gets attracted to you, but you're no longer interested. I see that one a lot too, when guys really make that shift. We had a guy in a workshop a while back. He'd been pining over this girl for like 4 years, and they've been best friends and they hang out all the time, but she just wasn't interested. And she told him over and over, and he called her and texted her constantly. And she just, no, we're good friends. He came into the workshop, and that weekend we took the phone away from him and wouldn't let him text her because he just wouldn't stop texting her throughout the workshop, which was distracting him from the work of learning to be who he was. So when he stopped responding to her, it was really interesting. She blew up his phone. She wouldn't stop texting him. By the end of the weekend, after the workshop was over, he had had so much success. It was kind of amazing to watch this guy coming out of his shell. And he was so happy, so excited because he was meeting these women. He wasn't even thinking about her. He looked at his phone and saw how many texts and how much she was freaking out, wondering where he was, what he was doing. That he called her back and she told him how much she really cared about him, how much she meant to him. And what was fascinating was that he basically lost all interest. He basically said, yeah, I'm not interested anymore. I think I could do better. The only reason he was attached to her so much was because he thought he couldn't get another girl. So he really wasn't that into her. It was scarcity. And that's really not even fair to her. choosing a girl out of scarcity, but he didn't know he was doing it. So he let it go. So I recommend you let it go. I recommend you do the work. If you can get to a live seminar, come out. And we got one coming up with Zamparion if you want to meet him in Las Vegas. Hopefully that answers your question there, buddy.